In a big beautiful world called planet Earth, I am going to do something that I wanted to do for a little while. Now, for today's vlog, we're going to talk about two things. I have not watched, before I get into the full length of this vlog, which is going to be all the plot of Fast and Furious X, which I've seen twice now. And before I get into that, and tell you what I thought of it and the scenes that I really liked in the film, I'm going to say this. I have not watched Who's Won the Voice just yet. But today, I'm going to tell you really quickly, I voted for Gina Miles. Now, I don't know, I don't think she won. I think it was someone else. I have to wait for the episode to be on Peacock, which could be later, which I probably will watch when I upload this vlog. So, it's a 2-hour finale. It is the last episode that Blake Shelton might be on for a while, if ever he returns to being coach on The Voice, because he was there from season 1 up until this past season, which just ended yesterday. So, with that being said, I hope it's a really good show. I hope the winner, whoever it is, whether it be Nuevas, whether it be D Smooth, whether it be Sorella, Grace West, or Gina Miles, whoever won, congratulations to the winner. I won't know that until I actually watch the final episode of season 23. Now, I don't know who's going to be, what season 24 is going to look like, but whatever it is, I'm looking forward to it. So let's just dive into this. Now, you all know who Dominic Toretto is. He's played by Vin Diesel. You got Michelle Rodriguez, who plays Letty. You got Jordana Brewster, who plays Mia. You've got who else? Meadow Walker, who is Paul Walker's late Paul Walker's daughter. She makes an appearance in this. Jacob, who's played by John Cena, is in this for the second movie. Cypher, who's played by Charlize Theron. Queenie, who's played by Helen Mirren. And just a whole great, amazing cast. Like Roman Pierce is played by Tyrese Gibson. And just a bunch of other great actors. Nathalia Emmanuel's in this. She plays Ramsey. You got Ludacris, who plays Tej. Just a great cast all around. And then the bad guy in this film is Jason Moe, who plays Dante Reyes, which we're getting into. So in 2021, Dominic Toretto and his team are requested by the agency to steal a computer chip during its transit in Rome. Dom and his wife, Letty Ortiz, stay behind with his son, Brian Littleby Marcus, while the rest of the team travel to Rome. However, a wounded Cypher arrives at Dom's home and informs him that Dante Reyes, the son of drug lord Hernan Reyes, has turned her crew against her by threatening their families and is using them to target Dom in revenge for his father's death and the loss of his family's fortune 10 years prior. Little Nobody takes Cypher into custody but reveals to Dom and Letty that there is no agency mission in Rome. Realizing that Dante set them up, Dom and Letty go to rescue the team. In Rome, Dante locks the team in a truck containing a bomb while Dom and Letty pursue them. The bomb is released through the streets, so Dom pushes it to the Tiber River to minimize the damage. Letty's arrested, and Agent Ames, the agency's de facto leader since Mr. Nobody's disappearance, believes that Dom and his team are responsible for the bombing and begins a manhunt, attaching a multi-million-dollar bounty. In Los Angeles, an armed team arrives to take Little B, who was under the care of Dom's sister Mia. Dom's brother Jacob defeats the team and takes Little B to a secret location in Portugal, where they will await Dom. Mr. Nobody's daughter, Tess, is convinced of the team's innocence and uses God's Eye to find Dom in Naples, informing him that Dante is in Rio de Janeiro. Dom confronts Dante and agrees to a race where they are joined by Dom's friend Diego and Isabel Nueves, the sister of Little B's late mother Elena. During the race, Dante tells Dom that he plants bombs in Diego and Isabel's car. Unable to reach Diego, Dom crashes into Isabel to dislodge the bomb as Diego's car explodes. Tess visits Letty at a EIA black site and covertly wounds her to send her to the prison's treatment center where she meets Cypher. They discover the black site is in Antarctica and agree to work together to escape. In London, the rest of Dom's team discover their bank accounts have been drained, so they use cash hidden by Roman Pierce to consult with Ramsey's associate Bowie to acquire supplies. However, Bowie reports their arrival to law enforcement for the bounty, leading the team to turn to Deckard's shop for help. Initially reluctant, Deckard agrees to help them after learning his mother, Queenie, is also a fugitive for helping Dom. Ames tracks down and arrests Dom, but his team is ambushed by Dante's mercenaries. Ames joins forces with Dom to fight them, but Dante reveals that he has kidnapped Isabel. A sniper of Dante's wounds Tess while Dante steals the Gaza and locates Little B in Portugal. Dom manages to save Isabel as Dante escapes. Isabel promises Dante to get Tess to a hospital where Ames agrees to help Dom take Dante down. Dom's team is also informed to travel to Portugal. Meanwhile, Dante manages to kidnap Little B and orders his mercenaries to stop Dom and Jacob. Jacob sacrifices himself in an explosive crash, taking out all the mercenaries and allowing Dom to rescue his son. Arriving in a nearby dam, Dante boxes them in with 2 drone-operated semi-trailers and prepares to crush him. While Ames is revealed a double agent working for Dante and shoots down the plane containing Dom's team, Dom drives off the edge and down the slope of the dam, landing safely in the water, but Dante reveals the dam was rigged with explosives and sets them off. In Antarctica, Letty and Cypher escape the black site and trek to the coast, where a submarine emerges with Giselle Ishara, who was presumed dead, emerges to rescue them. In the mid-credit scene, Luke Hobbs and his agents storm a rundown theater. Dante Reyes calls to tell Hobbs that he's the next target for killing his father. So, basically, it's a very good film. I loved it both times I saw it. The second time I saw it, I wanted to see if I missed something in the first time that I saw it, and I didn't. I know everything is the same, but there might have been a small detail I may have missed, but there wasn't. So here's what I think, and this is just my opinion. Now, my opinion could be completely wrong. I don't think that Roman Pierce, Tej, Ramsey, and anyone that when that rocket launcher hit the plane, I believe, now this is, and like I said again, I believe that Roman, Tej, Ramsey, and anyone else who was in that plane are still alive that are part of Dom's team. Now, we won't know that until 2025 when the next film is released. Now, I was watching a live stream, which I talked about this before, that it was on Brie Larson's channel, which Brie Larson plays Tess, just to clarify that. And he kind of teased that there might be a trilogy in the final for these films. Now, I don't necessarily believe that, or I want to believe that there's going to be 3 final films, but we'll just have to wait and see. Now, as far as everything else goes for the future of the next film, I believe that Mia and Brian are going to have a part to play in the final film. Giselle and the rest of the group are going to get back together, and they're going to destroy or kill Dante Reyes and his partner Ames. And Tess, the bullet went through and through. So it was in her, I want to say it was in her right shoulder. It went from her right shoulder all the way through. So it's really not going to, it'll probably be a fast recovery. And as far as, I don't know how Letty and Cypher are going to get to the Hoover Dam, or anyone's going to, I don't know exactly what's going to happen in the next, in Fast X Part 2, but I hope, and I'm praying that everyone is still alive, and that includes Dom, his son Little B, Brian and Mia are going to play some part in this film. Jason Momoa is going to... I hope Jason Momoa dies. His character, Dante Reyes, Ames, or they get sent to a black site, and they can't escape, and there's no way that they're going to escape ever. Either they die in the next film, or they get sent to a black site by the CIA or the FBI or something along those lines, and hopefully Luke Hobbs is gonna appear out of thin air and take down Dante Reyes, and we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. Basically, is all I'm trying to say. I'm hoping every single person in Dom's family is still alive except for Jacob. We know Jacob didn't survive that crash. I don't know. Did I do? I don't think I did, because the movie came out on Friday. I don't think I did a movie review for this movie yet. I said I was going to, and I'm doing that now, seeing as how I've seen that movie twice. I'm just saying, I hope Rome, Ramsey, Deckard Shaw, all of them, even Queenie, all of them are going to take down Dante Reyes, whether it be in part 2 or if there's a part 3. Maybe they drag it out and make it into a trilogy. Who knows at this point? So my overall grade for this, I loved it when I saw it the first time. I even loved it the second time because it's the same film. So my honest grade for this film is going to be an A+++. 4 pluses, because the acting, the bad guy, the villain, the rescue, all of that, the music, all of it was amazing, and they kind of left it as a cliffhanger, and I really want to see what happens in 2025. I really do. And I can't wait to see what they do with part 2. Anyways, we got one birthday to wish today, and I want to wish Kimberly Crossman a happy birthday. And that is the only birthday we have today, so that's it. And be the best version of yourself for yourself, and only yourself, unless someone comes along and makes you a better person. But that brings me to my second part of my outro. I'm changing this up a little bit. Find your true love story, because it exists. No matter who you are, no matter where, for me, no matter where she is, she's out there, I know that much. She might be at VidCon, she might not be. She might be a celebrity, she might not be. I can't tell you for certain what that's going to look like just yet. But everyone has a true love story somewhere out there. You just have to go and search for it. Anyways, I will see you tomorrow with a brand new vlog. I might go over the winner tomorrow after I find out later today, and then see where things take us from there. Bye bye.